Every year I hear people with a word. I'm normally not a person that would choose a word, but this year I decided to. Because there's been so many things happening around us that has overwhelmed us, especially in 2025. So I decided this word would be alignment. Alignment in not only in what I say, but what I do, in the decisions I have made for my life. Now, I know a lot of you have made a lot of decisions for 2026, but in those decisions, they weren't haphazardly. I'm pretty sure you've been thinking about them, mulling them over for some time before you got to this place of making a decision. Some of you even probably had a spreadsheet looking at the pros and the cons of the decision. You probably even pulled the trigger on the decision once before and then walked it back. So I want to say to you this year, I want you to make a decision aligned with the future you, of who you always wanted to be, of what you see your life being. We're not getting any younger. And every day that we live in a life that we didn't want, that we settled for, simply because fear told us that we should not go for what we desired, we cheat ourselves out of who we could be. So I want to say this to you. Making a decision and aligning your action with it is not easy. So I don't say that lightly. It is going to take grit, resilience, fortitude, and some tears. Because you're about to become something you've never been before. Something even for you is even scary. Yeah, we desire it, we want it, but gosh, it is so hard to get there. And you know what? Sometimes no one else is cheering us along. It's a solo decision. And sometimes it's a solo walk. Because sometimes people don't see what we see. They don't even get it. So I don't know what your decision is. New relationship, ending one, starting one, committing to one, work or a marital relationship, a romantic relationship, even sometimes with our family members. Those relationships need to end. It could even be changing and getting out of that dead-end job. It could be learning a new skill that you've been so afraid of. Going back to school, paying off your debt. I don't know what your decision is, but I'm going to tell you that when you make it, it's going to change everything for you, internally and externally. So let's talk about what's going to happen when you make an aligned decision of what you want to be. First of all, not everyone's going to agree with you. So get ready for that. Everyone's not going to say, oh yes, I agree, that's such a great decision. There will be many, and probably the ones closest to you, who will tell you why that's not a good decision. They would convince you, or try to convince you, of staying where you are because it's comfortable for them. Your decision will scare them because now they have to look at themselves sometimes and make decisions in their own life. They have to question why they have not moved on in places that have been uncomfortable for them, but they were too afraid to. So move away from those naysayers. I know sometimes they can even be your besties, they could be your family, they could be your children, they could even be your partner. But I am telling you, when you make an aligned decision for yourself, you will begin to experience freedom in areas you didn't know exist. But you can't make that decision and be double-minded. It requires a single mind. I don't say it lightly, and I don't say it from a place of where I stand at the crossroads of so many decisions I have to make for myself. So as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. I'm reminding myself of who I want to be. But where I am now, some of the things that I do, some of the people I have around me don't align with that. And how about you? So remember, as you're becoming something new, they're trying to bring you back to where you've been before. They don't like that new person because sometimes that new person says no to some of the things that were good for them, but they weren't good for you. But it's okay. Remember where you are going and you keep moving towards that decision. An aligned decision allows you to fulfill the dreams of your life. Because as Black women, too many times we have fulfilled the dreams of everyone else. Our children, we have made sure they went to school. Our partners, we've uplifted them. In times when they were down, we've lent them money. We've poured into their businesses and their dreams. But what about ours? What about yours? So the first thing you want to do is check your circle. Is this the circle that is going to support you? Is this the circle who is going to cheer you on or cause you to doubt that this is not a good decision for you? And if it's the circle that's not aligning with you, maybe it's time for you to get a new circle. Finding a circle of people who also believe what you believe, who are already there because they could show you how to get there, who already are doing what you want to do, who can support you in this decision. Because even as you are moving towards it, you are going to feel uncomfortable. And that's the second thing I want to tell you. You are going to be uncomfortable. You are going to be uncomfortable. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to feel lonely because this is something new even for you, even as much as you want it. It is difficult to do things that you have never done before. And as you're doing these things, you'll get moments of joy and you'll get moments of sadness. And it's okay. It's the journey. And don't quit in the middle of your journey. Keep going until you get to where you want to be. And I also want to tell you that in this uncomfortableness, that is when you'll hear the naysayers' voices. I told you you shouldn't do this. Girl, I knew this wasn't going to work out. Block those out. And you know who else's voice is the loudest? Your own. You're going to remember your past failures. You're going to remember the times when you did this and it didn't work out. You're going to start looking at all the stats of all the people who have failed. Don't do that. When you hear that, remember, you are more than enough to achieve what you want. Because you have this dream inside you, because you have this desire, that means it's for you. It only requires now the work to get there. I'm going to tell you, I honestly believe God does not put on us, does not give us a desire for something that He cannot accomplish in us. It is only us who gets in the way of it. So when you're in that uncomfortable feeling, draw deep down inside and remember, you have all that it takes. I say to myself when I see other people doing things that I desire to do they have two heads? No. So why couldn't I do it? Why could I not do it? Why could you not do it? We can. And the other thing I want to say to you is, having a community is so important. Having a community that cheers you. Now, I said in the beginning, yes, a community. And one of the things that when you have that community, it supports you and it cheers you on even in your darkest hour. But you have to remember, this is a solo decision. Yeah, people are going to cheer you on, but you have to remember that this is a decision that you made. So even as your people are cheering you, sometimes they'll cheer you in a way that doesn't even align with what you want to do. They can redirect you, and you're like, that's not the way I want it to go. So I want you to continue to remember why you made this decision. This is a decision for the future that you always wanted. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be difficult, but you can do it. And I say to my clients all the time who want to relocate, relocating is not easy. We make it look easy because we show all the pictures of the beach and our new house and how inexpensive it is and all the new friends. But the reality is you are leaving the known behind. I don't care how uncomfortable the known was. I don't care how much you hated that job, hated your house, hated your spouse, whatever. When you leave that behind, sometimes even that comfortableness of that friction is so uncomfortable in a new place. And so, yes, moving somewhere and starting a new life is the most awesome thing for me. You have to decide for you. And so when you decide that you want to relocate, our community also helps us and supports you in making that decision step by step. And that's why you have to know why. You have to know why. Why do you want to move? When are you going to make that decision? And when you make your decision that you want to move, everything in your life will begin to start to line up with actions of that decision. And that's why I call it an aligned decision. You'll align your actions with the decisions that you make. So choose a date that you want to move. I know you've watched a bunch of videos, you've been in all the chat groups, you've been on ChatGPT, AI, all the things, but you're not taking action. You're romancing it and it feels like you're doing something. But until you put a date and start working towards that date, understand your numbers, it's just a dream. Let's take it from dream and make it a goal. Let's make it a goal that you can accomplish. And you can accomplish that goal by taking action. And so I'm telling you, your actions, the first thing you need to do, choose a date. Your second thing, find out your numbers. How much do I need? But before you even know how much I need, you got to know how much you have. How much do you have? How much money do you have, and where is that money coming from? And then you can start talking about countries and all those things, and lifestyle, and all the things we see on the videos, and all the fun and the excitement. That comes after you make an aligned decision. So I'm saying to you this year, my word is alignment. I have decided that every area of my life will align with my long-term vision for myself. I want that for you. And I have also decided that every decision I make every single day will go towards that decision. How about you? So this year, I don't know what it is for you. Is it a new relationship that's getting in your way? Is it that the old relationship doesn't play out in your new vision? Is it that your work, the one that you don't even like, has made your life so financially comfortable you can't even walk away from it? Or is it the fear of what everybody would think when you made this decision that's holding you trapped? Is it your own fear? Is it your own fear of past failures that are getting in your way? You're not the only one who has failed in the past. There's so many things that I've tried so many times and it didn't work out. But you keep going. Because in the midst of all of that, you have learned something. One thing you've learned about yourself, that you're resilient, you have grit, you have determination. Use that to align your life with the vision that you have for your life. Only you can do that. I invite you to come and join us in our community. If moving abroad is what you desire to do, come, join the community. But first, you have to make that decision. We don't decide for you. We just support you in getting you where you want to go. I'm Sabre, your bougie girlfriend. I want you to have the most elevated life that you cannot even believe happened for you. But it starts with a decision. I'll see you on your decision tree. Until then, continue having an amazing and elevated life.